Hello friends, welcome back. Today I am going to discuss a topic which is very important, which is actually emerging. Low code versus no code. There are multiple jargons that are running around these two topics. What's the difference between low code or no code platform? We need to understand that, and this session will give you a clarity on that. And this is going to be a very interesting session, and not more than 5 minutes is what I need. Is that possible to classify no code versus low code? That's the first question. Answer is literally yes. There are some real sharp points that you can take over and understand the differences between low code and no code, and we are going to jump into it. First, let us get into the low code. The low code is a minimum coding stuff where we have to do more of dragging and dropping. We need to code, but minimum coding is required, and most of the stuff can be done with dragging and dropping. There will be blocks, building blocks you can call it, which can be dragged and dropped, and you can get it connected in a logical workflow which enables us to create applications of your choice. The blocks represent the code. Do we have anything different here? Nothing much. We do not have to really rebuild or reinvent the wheel. Already available things are there. You just drag it, reuse it, and make sure that you save the time. The point is very simple here. You don't waste the time in duplicating or recreating. Instead, add value to it. Advanced applications can be developed with low code platform. Developers are technical guys with know-how only can use low code platform. This is not meant for everybody. What I mean is you really need coding knowledge, and you cannot just take it for granted that this is low code platform, so I do not have to code. You need to have coding knowledge, you need to have training so that you can build meaningful applications. The certification and training are really required for this, and easy customization is also possible. Some of the platforms that are very famous for it is Mendix and Werewolf. You can visit mendix.com to understand more about it. Well, there are advantages and disadvantages like any of the technologies do. Advantages are the speed, the ease of building, limited dependence on the resources, the manpower with specific skill set. I've got a lot of things already automated. I've got a lot of things which are pre-built. I need to just drag and drop and I can survive with that. I need limited resources. One-click deployment. It's really not though, but still we can call it one-click. It's very easy for somebody to get it done. Disadvantages? Well, the scalability is a real challenge, and non-functional requirements might not be easily pullable into this stuff. You cannot really go ahead with the non-functional requirements with that much ease. We'll get into the no-code platform right now. What is it? This is very straight, no code. Hurrah, we can say that we have fun. Yes, this is no code. We can cater to anyone. It can be a techie or a non-techie. Even a HR guy can come and start using this. No formal training is required. This is used for building a very small scale or minimum applications, minimum value add applications or mini complex applications we can build. Customization is not that much possible in these, and this is all pre-configured. And there is something called a Skissflow which you can check in Google, and that's called no code platform. There are many other no code platforms available. You can refer them as well. So no code is absolutely no code. Advantages: simple, no time consuming, and absolutely inexpensive. Disadvantages are plenty as well. I have no code in the I have no knowledge in the code. I'm building an application, so I might not care about the security threat, the performance issues, the memory related constraints, etc. So it always is a problem. Also, the compliance issues could come. So the major difference that one would feel between the person who is eligible, who is knowledgeable to handle stuff, then the one who is not eligible is the quality. That obviously is a constraint here that we need to look into. I hope you understood the difference between the no code and the low code platforms. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you very much.